Finding a place to live at a price you can afford can be tough if you live in Hillsborough County. That's even if you have a stable job and a reliable source of income. And while county leaders plan to invest $10 million for a solution, Emerald Morrow set out to answer the question that still remains. Where is the money coming from?
Even with all the new home construction around town.
It's bad. It's hard to find a place to live that you can afford.
It's so bad that more than 22,000 people are wondering if they will ever get off the Tampa Housing Authority's wait list. But the problem is not just in the city, it's countywide.
When you go to apply, they tell you they have 3-4 year waiting lists.
Fortunately, Patricia did not have to wait long, but it was still tough. She had to move in with her sister until she found a senior apartment that fit her budget.
It took me a little while and I found something that I can afford, but I had to wait about 6 to 7 months to be able to afford.
The same is true for Jamesetta Howard, who looked for months before finally settling in at the Housing Authority's Encore development near downtown Tampa.
It was stressful, unsure what was going to happen, not knowing my options.
First motion.
It's this type of worry the county commission wants to eliminate.
We have been working very hard to put as much possible we can into the affordable housing.
Commissioners plan to allocate $10 million to support more affordable housing programs. But with a tight budget, there are concerns about how to pay.
You guys have decided and voted on $10 million for affordable housing, but where's the money going to come from?
Typically through the budget process. We've got to look at where the monies are coming in and where they're going out, and we'll find a slot for the $10 million. And when we invest in our infrastructure, invest in our housing, typically that means we have more property taxes coming in, more sales taxes coming in that are stimulating the economy, that helps us make that commitment to housing.
A commitment residents say is long overdue.
More and more people are going to be on the streets if they don't do something soon. So it is very needed.
County commissioners will work out the new budget this June, and we'll know more then on where all this money will go. And Courtney, finding affordable housing in the Bay Area is an issue.
All across the Bay Area, and the Housing Authority is supposed to look out for and provide housing for those who need it. We're talking about those who live below the poverty line. St. Pete Mayor Rick Kreisman.
The statute doesn't give me the authority to remove them simply because I didn't like their decisions. It does, however, give me authority to remove them if I think they've acted with malfeasance or they've negligently performed their duties, and I believe it has risen and the actions have risen to that level.
Yeah, he's been saying that he has concerns about the board's decision and he wants to see some changes. He's received some more information since March when we talked to him about that, and is moving forward with removing 3 of the housing commissioners, Harry Harvey, Delphine Davis, and Ann Sherman White. You can read over these letters the city is sending them on WTSP.com. City council members will have a hearing next month to see if these board members will be removed. Part of the controversy surrounding the board involves the CEO, Tony Love. The Department of Housing and Urban Development cited by the board earlier this year for allowing Love to live rent-free in a low-income housing apartment. Mayor Kreisman has not been happy with the board's decision to do that and to give Love a $10,000 pay increase, possibly without first reviewing his performance evaluations. The board has 7 members. They all serve on a voluntary basis. They're selected by the mayor and they're approved by City Council.